Hi there, Andre here from Peak Motorcycles. I'm here at the Motorcycle Live 2021 show at the NEC in Birmingham, and I'm here at the Super Soco stand. They make electric bikes, which I don't know a great deal about, but they really do look quite interesting. So I'm just going to show you a couple of them and see what you think. So they have a few bikes like this one. So this is the TC Max, just over £4,000, kind of the equivalent of a 125. I think it's got that stubby back end that looks a little bit like the Svartpillen 401. Make of that what you will. They also do a number of scooters, which they say have been very popular in the delivery market. And these, again, are all the equivalents of 125s. So there's that one, and then we have this one. And if you haven't heard of Super Soco yet, then I kind of feel like you should. So this is the CPX. It's available from £3,600 with one battery, £4,700 with two. And 1 in 10 of bikes sold last month in the UK was one of these particular models by Super Soco, which, I mean, that's what they told me. I have no reason to not believe them, but that really is quite remarkable. Maybe electric scooters really are becoming a thing. Then we have a few more, slightly more interesting looking models. This is an TC again, same as the one that was in the cupboard. So this looks to me, it's definitely on this spectrum between e-mountain bike and motorcycle. I think this is, again, one step closer to being a motorcycle than, say, the Sauruns are. And just to give you a close look, so I mean, it is essentially a trail bike. It's got monoshock at the back, it's chain driven. I mean, it is simple, but I guess it doesn't need to do a whole lot. It has adjustable upside down suspension at the front, monoshock at the back. I'm guessing that the second lever is actually a brake lever because, yeah, there is no foot brake pedal down there. So yeah, I don't know. I'd be interested to know what people think about bikes like this. I'll give you a few of the specs about it. Apparently it will do 55 miles an hour. Rated power is 4 kilowatts, max power is 8 kilowatts. Charges up in 2 hours. And yeah, it weighs, wait for it, 75 kilos. So I suppose to compare that to, it's almost down at trials bike sort of weights. And I think for me to be able to ride that around the Peak District, where I'm doing maybe 50, 60 miles on a trail ride, it's easily within the range of what the bike will do. I mean, it is a little bit funny looking from the front, but not that funny looking. And if this thing does come in around about the £4,000 or £5,000 mark, I mean, that is CRF sort of money. Now, if the performance is similar, obviously it won't do the long journeys, it won't do the top end, but as an electric bike where you don't want to spend £20,000 or £30,000, maybe this is my entry point into the e-bike market. So yeah, really interested to see what happens with these. I'm going to give you a quick walk around the rest of the stand so you can see it. I'm not going to talk through all these bikes because, frankly, I don't know a great deal about them. And, you know, the variations on the theme of scooters, which tends not to be the audience for the channel anyway. But nevertheless, I think they are, you know, an interesting approach for maybe what's coming along. I see one there is branded Ducati. The last bike of theirs that I'm going to look at is this. And this is the VMoto Stash. So it's got a 6 kilowatt hub motor. I'm still not sure what that translates to in a petrol bike, but I will look it up. And yet this one weighs 135 kilos, will do 65 miles an hour, and it's got a range of 137 miles. So, you know, the looks may be a little bit divisive, but I guess that's the equivalent maybe of something like maybe a 125, maybe even a 250. But, you know, it's nicely finished. You know, a lot of the little touches on here. You know, it doesn't look cheap. It does look quite, you know, quite well made. And yeah, I'll be interested to see more of these out on the roads. You know, I think not everyone is going to be buying a Zero or a Livewire, and maybe this is an example of the alternative. So that's it. So that's my very quick look at the Super Soco motorcycle stand here at Motorcycle Live 2021. I hope this has been interesting and useful. If it has, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you.